Alright guys, here we are. We got the Crosman 1322 today. So we're going to do a disassembly of this bad boy and go from there. Alright, let's see. It's been a long time since I've been in this gun. So of course you take them apart and oil them, make sure everything's good when you first get them. And and I did a little modding to this safety here. I made it left-handed. I'm left-handed, so I made it to where I can operate it from my left hand, which that was a simple deal. But so I need let me see here. I need an Allen wrench hub, very small. So right here, I bet, is the one. Oh, okay, wow. A little bit tighter than I suspected they would be. But nevertheless, here we are. So what we're doing here is we're going to disassemble it and probably going to look at modding the valve, maybe the pump rod. But first we're going to get it apart, see what all we could see in this bad boy. So, whoop. So, we do have this little ball bearing right there. Nearly popped out on me. Got to make a special effort to keep track of that thing. Now this is interesting. This is the shear spring right here. And apparently, I've read that all you got to do is press this down and collapse it and kind of tweak it to where you want it, which I kind of did that, and I'm pretty happy with the trigger. But that's actually easy deal you can do if you don't like the way the trigger's doing you. And been in here, so let me see if I can get this there's a little spring right there. So let's see if I can get that thing out without, there we go, losing it. So, alright, that was pretty straightforward actually. Now then, let me see here. Got the safety, which I believe with the safety to make it left-handed, I just turn the safety around. So, and then you got the trigger, we got a little spring washer here. You can see it's kind of bent. A little spring washer to keep the slack out of that trigger. So let's see here. Let's see if we can get it this right here. Alright, let's take apart this. There we go. Now we're going to go for this one down here. Now then, if you notice, I'm holding in right here. That's under spring pressure in here, so I'm holding that in as I take this screw out. Whoop. There's that screw, and then we let this off, and then out comes the spring. Here we go. Now we can slide the hammer back, and there's another screw in here. But while we're here, let's take loose this screw right here before we get too carried away. And this one's being a little bit difficult to, maybe it's got thread locker on it or something. Or it's being kind of hard to loosen or get out. I don't know. Yeah, okay. It has blue Loctite on it right there. Thread locker, blue Loctite, and I think the other one, yeah, it had blue Loctite on it too, right there. So that's what the deal was. So, got this out of the way. And we got our hammer spring retainer here. Of course, our sights, long screw. And then the two short screws. So, there's that. Now what? Ah, yes. Okay, so let's go in here. Alright, we need an Allen screw again. Right here is got my little Allen pack and trying to get at that tiny screw in there. Well, maybe it's a different size. It's probably a different size. Let's see here. Alright, well, this is the smallest one I got in the pack, so let's see if this works. Yes, it does. That is the one. Now, trying to be easy with it here. And there we go. Alright, don't lose this pin here in your hammer. Right here. So, and then we got our transfer, which goes right here, I believe. Like that. Ah. Looks like a freezer tube mod in the future. So, and then we got our assembly right here. So this is our 22 caliber barrel. And then we got our little screw right here. Let's see if I can poke that thing out. Got a tiny little screw right here. And then we have our bolt retainer right there, and then voila, out comes our bolt. So we got all that. So we got this assembly here, except for the pump tube. We got the barrel. Inspecting the crown right here, and that don't look too bad. Of course, it's accurate, so I could have guessed that it'd be pretty good shape. So, yep, there's our barrel, 22 caliber. And now let's disassemble our okay, I'm going to disassemble our pump and the forearm, get all that out of the way, and then we can take out the valve. So, should come out here in a minute, or a second. Ah, there it is. Alright, got a little roll pin. And let's get this thing unscrewed here. Voila. Alright, now let's take loose that deal. Alright, we got the barrel support on the end here. See the little white dab I put on there for my eyesight. And then we need to check this. Oh, that feels kind of rough. Well, let's see here. Do I have any sandpaper handy? Okay. So, let me find some sandpaper. Alright, just 1 second. Got the sandpaper, so let's see here. And now for the other side. So, this is a little touch, usually does a lot, so slide this out. Voila. And now for the valve. Let me see, I wonder if I can use the barrel. Voila. Oh yeah, okay. So let me see. Got the valve out. Oh, almost lost my little gasket here. I guess that goes on just like that. And it's up in there, so okay, well, got the valve a little bit dirty. And then we got the pump tube. So there it is. So we got everything. Let's see here. And let me see. Yes. Alright, I believe we got a full disassembly on this thing. So, gather up some of the parts here, everything but the screws. And voila. So right there's all the parts. Okay guys, so I decided to take the valve apart. So I've already got it broke loose. So it's probably a little bit dirty. Oop. Right there's our stem. Looks pretty good. Probably needs to be modified. Here's our factory spring. And let me see, our check valve. So right there's our check valve, and that's about it. So right here's the valve. So, all right, let me see here. That's completely disassembled. So I guess we got it going on. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.